Boston CASA is looking for help. It stands for Court-Appointed Special Advocate.
They play a vital role in the lives of foster children in Massachusetts, and they're in need of more volunteers. It's tonight's Five for Good. In his 25 years on the bench, juvenile court judge Joseph Johnston has seen a lot.
We're dealing with some pretty tough stuff. More than half of what we do involve care and protection cases, children who are at risk of abuse and neglect.
But Judge Johnston has also seen so much good, like the work done by volunteers who are screened, trained, and sworn in to be CASAs, court-appointed special advocates for foster children. No special professional background is required. They just need to provide their time and dedication. That's what Marlo Farrar, who worked in IT before retiring, has been sharing with kids since 2014.
The role is really to find out what's going on in that kid's life, and every 3 months when there's a court hearing, provide a report to the judge on what you see going on with the case and around the kid.
From Foxborough, Marlo has worked with 8 children, always one at a time, ages 7 to 16. A CASA's responsibility is to check in with teachers, doctors, caregivers, anyone connected to the child whose trust may not come easily.
Initially, they're very skeptical and don't really understand why you're there. So telling them and making them aware that you're a volunteer, you're not with DCF, you're not with the court system, and that you're a volunteer and that you just want to kind of get to know them and help them.
In his time volunteering, he's given and experienced a number of firsts.
It's really, hey, what do you like to do? What can we do? Let's go to lunch, let's go to dinner, let's go out and go to the trampoline park or something.
Did you jump around in the trampoline park?
Absolutely. Paintball, apple picking.
You went and played paintball?
Yeah, I did first time, yeah.
Executive Director of Boston CASA, Nicole Stewart, says when developing a growth plan in 2023, they only had enough volunteers to serve 15% of eligible kids. Their goal is to increase that number to 50% by 2028.
Children who have a CASA, they simply do better in school. They are more likely to get the resources that they need to help them thrive. They are more likely to find a safe and stable and permanent home.
Without support, statistics are bleak.
A little over 50% of children who have experienced foster care will graduate from high school. 70% by the time they're 26 will experience homelessness.
Judge Johnston knows the impact a CASA can make.
We have 33 youth charged with firearms on our schedule next week. And if we have someone like Marlo that can step in at a kid at a young age and make a difference, we're going to have one less firearm case. And we'll have a lot less firearm cases for the work that they can do early on. If you're looking for a purpose, this is a purpose. If you're looking to make a difference, you can make a difference.
I mean, they really do. It all starts with an information session. The volunteers then apply. They take about 35 hours of training, and each volunteer is supported by a professional supervisor from Boston CASA, so they're not in it alone. Find information on WCVB.com.